Welcome back, guys. Welcome back after the break. So let's continue with our discussion with chapter number 5. We started off with Michael Porter's 5 forces model for competition analysis. We were discussing chapter 5. So we discussed Michael Porter's 5 forces model for competition analysis. Here we look at 5 different factors to decide the competitive pressure and to decide whether the industry is attractive or unattractive. Which are those 5 points? Threat of new entrants, bargaining power of buyers or customers, bargaining power of suppliers, rivalry amongst competitors, threat from substitute. Then we discuss the steps with practical example. We try to understand the steps. 3 steps: identify, evaluate, and determine. Then entry barriers. 7 points. What are the entry barriers for new entrant? Number 1, capital requirement, access to distribution channel, brand identity, switching cost, product differentiation, economies of scale, and aggressive fight back by existing companies. Then we discussed when can you say that industry profitability is low, there is cutthroat competition, there is price war like situation. 6 situations: industry leader, number of competitors, fixed cost, exit barriers, and product differentiation and slow growth. So this is something which discussed before the break. Now let's start with the next concept, that is Michael Porter's generic strategies. So let's start. You understood the first part? You all understood the first part, right? What was the first part? The first part, we discussed whether the industry is attractive or unattractive. Now let's say you decided that yes, this industry is very good for us to do business. Now you know that yes, this industry is good for us to do business in. The next step should be, how should we go ahead in this particular industry? How should we go ahead in this particular industry? So what you will do, you will use this Michael Porter's generic strategies. Now, what do you mean by this? Again, Michael Porter is the name of the person. What do you mean by generic? Generic means general, basic, generic. All kinds of organization can use these strategies. All kinds means large organizations, small organizations, profit-making entities, not-for-profit making entities. All kinds of organizations can use this generic strategy. So Michael Porter came up with this generic strategy wherein he said, as a business manager, you should know, an organization's business manager should know about the product they want to manufacture and the market they want to serve. As a business manager, they should know the kind of product they want to manufacture and the type of market they want to serve. Now you tell me, as a business manager, will you know what kind of product we make? Yes. As a business manager, will you know what kind of product our organization is making? Will you know this? Yes. So for him, he categorized this into 2 parts. One, you make standardized product. What do you mean by standardized product? A product which is similar to what our competitors are making. If I can give you a few examples, Hyundai, Tata Motors, Maruti, all sell affordable cars. All sell affordable cars. Oppo, Vivo, MI, all have standardized products. If I can give you one more example, Honda, TVS, Hero, all sell standardized product. Standardized means product which is similar to the competitors. Then what do you mean by unique? Unique means something which is not offered by other competitors, but you are offering that to the customer. You have some unique feature. It can be brand image, it can be features, performance, durability, availability, after sales service. All this can distinguish you from your competitors. For example, Titan also makes watches. Ajanta also makes watches. Rolex, Rado, unique, status symbol. Mercedes, BMW, unique. You all understood? Royal Enfield, unique. Apple, unique. You all understood this? Standardized and unique. As a business manager, will you know what kind of a product you will be making? Yes. As a business manager, that is my job to know whether we are making a product which is unique or whether it is similar to our competitors. Will you know this? Yes. Market. Market can be of two types. It can be a broad market, it can be a narrow. What do you mean by broad market? When your target customer is the entire city, entire state, entire country, entire world, it is broad. It is broad. But when you target a specific selected group of customers, it is narrow. McDonald's, they're selling their burgers all over the world. This is broad market. But let's say I want to set up a burger outlet just outside our JK Shah classes Nungambakkam branch. Only one branch. We have no other branch. And do you think making this burger is difficult? No, bun is available ready-made. Patty is available ready-made. You only need to fry. Tomorrow you see me with a chef hat, with an apron, selling you this burger. Only at one location. We have no branch. You all understood this? So who is my customer? Someone who is staying close to our vicinity, close to our locality. You all understood this? This is narrow market. You all understood? So when you focus on selling your product to a specific group of customer, either in a geographical location or business wise, you are trying to sell your products to a specific set of customers, it is said to be you are serving which market? Narrow market. So here we have two rows: broad market, narrow market. How many kinds of products? Two products: standardized, unique. Can you tell me the combination of the first? Standardized product, broad market. Second, unique product, broad market. Third one, I will tell you, this is narrow market. But in narrow market, we will have A, B. A and B. What will be the combination? 3A, narrow market but standardized product. This will be narrow market, unique product, right? Now, common sense. More than anything else, this is pure common sense. Imagine yourself making standardized products. Standardized product means similar to what your competitors are making. In a broad market means you are selling this to the entire country. North, south, east, west, you are selling to everyone. So when will a customer like me come and buy your product? When it is expensive or when it is affordable? Affordable, right? Affordable means I will compare your product's price with the competitors, because feature wise it is both the same. You are also giving me the same features, the other competitors are also giving me same. If both of them are giving me same features, I will choose lower price. I will choose lower price. So in order for you to win over me, you need to sell at lower price. In order for you to sell at lower price, you need to manufacture at lower cost. You all understood this? So what is the first strategy? If you are selling standardized product in a broad market, you will fall under this first category. If you fall under this first category, you will follow cost leadership strategy. You understood what is cost leadership strategy? Cost leadership strategy is a situation where organization makes standardized product. What they make? Broad market. Standardized product means products which are similar to your competitors in a large market you are selling, and the customer here is like me, stingy and miser, price sensitive. What do you mean by price sensitive? If the price increases, we will not buy your product, we will switch to some other product, but we will not buy your product. That is sensitive to increase in price. You all understand this, right? So here 3 words important. Product should be standard. I'm investing 10 to 15 minutes here, guys, so that the latter part of it becomes easy. So please cooperate. First, standardized product. Which market? Broad market. Which kind of customers? Price sensitive. In MCQs, they will ask you this question. Hear this question out. XYZ company is into business, and they have been in business for past 3 decades. Over these 3 decades, they have sold their products in more than 3 continents, 30 different countries. What they suggest? Broad market. 3 continents, 30 countries means broad market. However, the product that they sell is similar to other competitors, and the customer whom they target is sensitive to increase in price. The business manager attended a seminar of Michael Porter's generic strategy. However, he forgot to take the notes. So you are advised to give suggestions as to dash strategy he should follow as per Michael Porter's generic strategy. You all understood? They are revolving around these 3 words. And this is how MCQs will be asked. Scenario based, story based MCQ. Those can be understood, then only you can answer such MCQs. If you don't understand this MCQ, you will not be able to attempt. Well understood? If you have some senior friends who have given exams, let's say 2.5 years back, if you check their textbook, our JKSA textbook, therein we used to have MCQs also printed and given. Because at that time, scenario-based MCQs was not asked. But now, scenario-based, concept-based MCQ is asked. So we don't know what sort of questions will come. But whenever we discuss with our other teachers, we tell them, give students the idea as to what sort of questions they will ask, so that students are prepared. And I will tell you on the last day what to refer, so that you are very confident with those 15 marks of MCQs, but not now, on the last day, Sunday. As of now, what we will talk about? We will talk about cost leadership. Tell me, in cost leadership, we will look at 3 factors. Which are those? Standardized product. You will follow which strategy? Cost leadership strategy. Cost leadership strategy in simple language means your focus is to manufacture the product at the lowest possible cost, so that you can sell at lowest possible price. You all understood what is cost leadership? Second part. You are selling unique product. A product which is not sold by your competitors. Something unique. Something unique in terms of features, performance, brand image, durability. It can be anything. But you are selling something unique in a broad market. In a broad market. So you are selling unique product in broad market. You should follow which strategy? You should follow differentiation strategy. Which strategy? Here the customer will be price insensitive. The customers will be So what do you mean by price insensitive? They don't mind paying extra. Now you tell me, if you have Apple iPhone, giving 1 lakh rupee for you is nothing. It's okay. I earn, I spend. Traveling in Mercedes for you is okay. It's okay. I earn, I spend. It's my money, hard earned money. Whatever I want to do, I'll do. I respect your decision. No problems. Well understood? So you don't care about the price. You are willing to pay extra also. So you want some unique number, 777, 888, 1. You will ready to pay the extra price also. That is your choice. That is status symbol that you want to maintain. So you are price insensitive. So when an organization is selling what kind of a product? Unique product. Which market? What kind of customers? Then you should follow which kind of strategy? Differentiation strategy. In differentiation strategy, our aim should be to give unique features to the customer, and the moment you start giving unique features, you can charge extra price, and that extra price is called as premium price. Royal Enfield charges extra price, right? Premium prices. It is expensive as compared to any other bike. Try to find out. The starting range starts with 1,25,000. Other companies' bike, you will get it at 70,000-80,000. There it starts with 1,25,000, and it depends on the city also, because the taxes vary from city to city also. You understood? But that is the base price. Ex showroom price, on road price will change. You all understood this? These two. If you are operating in a narrow market, like my example, I want to sell burger only our JK Shah classes Nungambakkam branch. Only that customers, only students are my customers. Which students who are coming here? Not entire countries. Only this branch, narrow market. We are following a strategy. Focus strategy. Which strategy? Focus. So when you target a particular market and you want to serve only that particular market, you should follow which strategy? Focus. But focus is categorized into two parts. If you are selling standardized product in a narrow market, standardized product in a, like me, you tell me what rocket science is required in making a burger. It requires a bun, it requires a patty, and a little bit of vegetables. You assemble and you give it. Standardized, nothing unique here. A burger McDonald's make, I also can make. Nothing great. So standardized product in narrow market will be called as focused cost leadership. What is it called? Focused cost leadership. Then what is the difference between cost leadership and focused cost leadership? Market. McDonald's falls under narrow, broad market. My outlet will be narrow. So that is why my outlet will be focused cost leadership. McDonald's outlet will be cost leadership. You all understood this? Now, Rolls-Royce. Have you heard this company's name? Yes, sir. Yes, they sell premium, ultra premium cars. What do you mean by ultra premium? The starting range is 5 crores. I wish in years to come you buy that Rolls-Royce. But the problem is they make customized car. You will have the capability to buy the car, but the problem I'll tell you, they make customized car, 5 crore starting range. You need to make the payment immediately, but the waiting period is 8 to 10 months. 8 to 10 months minimum customized. If there are 10 people waiting ahead of you, you count 80 months. 80 months comes to 6.5 years tentatively. Means make payment today and get the car after 6.5 years. 6 years. Do you think is it worthwhile doing this much of, taking this much of efforts? Many people still do it. Why? Reputation. I don't know if it is true, but I have heard this. I think it is a rumor. We don't decide whether we want to buy a Rolls-Royce. They decide whether they want to sell to us. Is it true? Okay, earlier it was, now not now. According to me, it is rumors. Why they don't sell to everyone? Mercedes sells to everyone, right? I know the reason why Rolls-Royce does not sell to everyone. Because Mercedes sells its products to everyone, Mercedes has a very big second-hand market. You know, there is a parallel second-hand market for Mercedes car because Mercedes owner might have maintained that Mercedes very well. And if I can get Mercedes at half the price, nobody would know that I am the second owner. It will look so good, well maintained at half the price. Let's say 40-50 lakhs, I can get good Mercedes, brand new, looking like a brand new Mercedes. Who will know that I am the second owner? Nobody would know. They don't want this to happen with Rolls Royce. That is why they don't sell their cars to everyone. They make limited products because they know if we start selling to everyone, there will be a parallel second-hand market and our reputation will be lost. Whose reputation? Rolls-Royce. You understood? So Rolls-Royce falls under which category? Think. Narrow market, unique product. Similarly, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, all these high-end sports-looking car opening like this. It looks good when you are young, 24, 25, till that time, it's impressive. But once you become mature, once you start going to office, wearing suit, you know, class, Mercedes is that class. You all understood this. So, unique product, narrow market, this will be focused differentiation. So, what is the difference between differentiation and focused differentiation? Market. If it is broad market, differentiation. If it is narrow market, focus differentiation. You all understood this? Now, please help me. Cost leadership. What is cost leadership? When the organization sells standardized product in broad market to price sensitive, here the emphasis is on reduction of cost. Reduction of cost through procurement of raw material, comma, production, comma, distribution, comma, economies in overheads. So how are we going to achieve this? We are going to achieve this by aggressive reduction in cost. Now you tell me, if you want to reduce your cost, in all the facets you'll have to reduce the cost. You will talk to your supplier. You will tell them, I will buy 1 lakh kgs raw material from you in the entire year. Give me best possible price. I am ready to enter into an agreement. You tell me, will he not give you best price? He will give you. You will talk to your workers. If you waste my raw material, if you delay the product, I will deduct your wages. You dare not waste my raw material. You all understood? Aggressive attempt is made to reduce the cost. You will talk to the distributor. I will give you 10 lakh units to be distributed. Take less margin. Take less margin. You will manufacture in bulk. Why? To reduce the cost per unit will come down. You all understood this? Now, next thing, I think I should write this, otherwise it will create confusion. This is my past experience. Suppose this is your business and this is me, Mr. X. You are also selling the pen at 100. I am also selling this pen at 100. Our pen is standardized product. This is the selling price. The cost of making this pen for you is 30 rupees. You all know this now. And for me, it is 65 rupees. Now you tell me how much profit you are making, 70, and how much I am making, 35. Now, even if you reduce your selling price, you will be able to make more profits than me. Tell me why. Because your cost is lower than me. Now think like a businessman. I have already given you good knowledge. What is the price that you should sell at? Lower than 65. Why you will sell at lower than 65? Because you want me to be out of the, that is the knowledge I want. Very good. But you understood, even if you sell at 90, you will not be at a loss. In fact, you will be in a better place. See, this happens. If I want to survive in this market, even I'll have to reduce the price because product is the same. So what I will do, I will sell at 85. What is happening here? Price war is happening. But see, look at your profit, look at my profit. So even if you are able to sell at a lesser price, you are able to enjoy more profits than competitors. You all understood this statement. This is cost leadership. Here I need to teach you 3 questions. In all, I'll be teaching you 9 questions in Michael Porter's generic strategy. How many questions? 9. First, I will teach you 3 questions in cost leadership. The first question, how to achieve cost leadership. Let's say you want to start your business and you have decided that I want to be a cost leader. You should know how can we be cost leader. 6 points I will teach you. Then we will talk about advantages of cost leadership. And then we will talk about disadvantages of cost leadership. So these 3 answers are relating to cost leadership. If you are referring to our book, it is 3.1.1, 3.1.2, 3.1.3. If you are looking at our book, as of now, no need. But the moment I say no need, human tendency is to look at the book. Similarly, for differentiation, 3 questions. How to achieve, advantages, disadvantages. Similarly, for focus, how to achieve, advantages, disadvantages. So let's start. How to achieve. You want to write what this you want to write? That diagram you want to draw? Done. Okay, this diagram also. That's what I was asking, no problem. It is there in the book, by the way, but still you draw. That is the diagram. I wait for a minute or two. Michael Porter's generic strategies. We are waiting, please. Have you all finished? No. Anybody still writing this? Let's start. This example you don't want, right? Oh. If you want to write this, you write this along with me. Otherwise, you will lag behind. How to achieve cost leadership strategy. I may change the approach in the coming answers, but I will write for this, no problems. Number one, you think if you want to achieve this cost leadership, what is the first point possible? The first point will be forecast the demand for the product. What do you mean by forecasting the demand? Predict what quantity you will be selling in this financial year. Based on your predictions, you will enter into an agreement with your supplier. You will talk to your workers. On that basis, you will talk to your distributors. Try to forecast the demand for your product. What is forecasting the demand for the product means? Trying to estimate. In this financial year, we are going to sell 1,20,000 units. In this year, we are going to sell 2 lakh units. If you know that quantity, you will plan your production in such a way. You all understood this? This is your first point. So if you want to reduce your cost, forecast the demand for the product. Predict, estimate the demand. How much you are going to sell in this financial year. Number 2, optimum utilization of resources. Try to utilize your resources to the best possible extent. Don't waste resource. Every resource that you waste today will increase your cost, and we don't want that. Third point, achieve economies of scale so that you can reduce your cost per unit. You know this, many a times I have told you now, as the production increases, your cost. So let's not talk about. Anybody still writing the first 3 points? What was the first point? Forecast the demand for the product. Number 2. Number 3. Fourth point is very important but easy point. Standardization of products. I don't know if you have watched this movie. If you haven't, that's the best decision of your life. But if you have watched that movie, we cannot go back in time and change it. Dhoom. Are you aware of this movie? Dhoom. The first movie. If you have not watched it, I have got great respect for you. Dhoom. The first one, wherein we had John Abraham with long hair. You remember? Yes, sir. That was the first time one sports bike was introduced, Hayabusa. That time it costed around 20-25 lakh rupees. That time, 15 years back, 20 years back. There are a few bike enthusiasts who like to ride bike at a very high speed also, and they want to modify their bikes. So collectively, those 10 to 15 people wrote letter to Rahul Bajaj. You know who is Rahul Bajaj? He's no longer with us. He died. He expired. He died few months back. He died. He's the founder of Bajaj. Bajaj scooter, you know, Chetak, best scooter. Now they are into two-wheeler business, geared bikes, Bajaj Pulsar and others. So they wrote those letters. Dear sir, we have huge respect for Bajaj. We have been using Bajaj bikes. We want you that you modify the bike so we get sports look kind of feeling. They wrote a letter. You know what did Rahul Bajaj do? He tore that letter and threw it in the bin. You know why? Because he needs to understand his market. Who is his market? Customers who want standardized product. And standardized product means giving those products which are necessary for the customers. Bajaj makes affordable bikes. They don't make sports bike. And those bike enthusiasts want to pay 60,000 rupees and they want to have feeling of 15 lakh rupees. Do you think it is legible? No, how is it possible? So what he did, he threw this, and in public interview he said, I got letters asking to make sports bike. They should understand. I don't know if those bike enthusiasts understood what he meant, but I understood what he meant. They should understand that our organization makes standardized product. If you want sports bike, go buy Hayabusa. No one is stopping you. But we cannot make such bikes. You all understood what he was referring to? He was referring to standardization of product. Don't go for customization, because if you go for customization, it increases our cost. Now, those students who have not watched that movie, very good. Basically, it means they were asking to modify the bike. Modify means to make changes in the bike, to make it look more sporty. Sports bike they want for 50,000 rupees. You should be realistic in your demands, right? If that person is giving you 50,000 rupee bike, you should be grateful. But they are asking for sports bike. You all understood? Don't go for customization, because customization will increase your cost. That is what you don't want. Fifth point is my favorite point. Now a student will say every point is his favorite point. It's okay. Invest in cost saving technologies. Now, what do you mean by this? Sometimes it is better to go for automation, because automation will help you reduce your cost. So sometimes it is good that you invest in technology which saves your cost and time. You all understood this? And last point, this is what Maruti has been doing, or at least they were trying to do till 2021. In 2022, they had to announce this. Resistance to differentiation till it becomes essentials. Few students are doing auditing of SN. They are checking whether it is there or not. Is it there or not? Yes, it's there. You understood what I just said? They are checking whether every point that I say is there, written there. They are underlining that. That's a good approach actually. But if you write this in your book with your own handwriting, you will be able to remember this and you are preparing your summary notes with me. But again, I only tell you, underline. What do you mean by this? What do you mean by this point? And yes, until and unless it is essential for you to bring a new product or do some changes in your product, don't change. Resist the changes. Maruti till 21 resisted the changes. Till 21 means till 2021 they said no, we will not talk about electric cars. We have already spent so much of money in building our infrastructure towards petrol, diesel, CNG car. We are affordable and we are making good quality affordable cars. Let's not do anything new. Till 21 they were doing this, 2021. But in 2022 they had to come up with an announcement. Why? Customers were asking, we are thinking of buying car. Should we wait for your car or should we buy Tata? You tell us. So they came up with an announcement. Yes, we are committed, but we will start making and selling cars by 2025. At least they have shown their intent that yes, we will sell. So if you can wait for 3 more years, we will give you good affordable cars. But wait for 2 more years. Now 1 year has already passed, right? We are in December. They made this announcement in January. 1 year passed. 2 more years you wait. And by the time you become chartered accountants, you'll have Maruti electric car. Then the choice will be yours whether to buy or not to buy. You understood the 6th point? Resistance to differentiation till it becomes. Student is making rocket in the class. What was the question? How to achieve? What was the 6 points, right? We had 6 points. What was the first point? Forecast the demand for the product. Optimum utilization of resource. Achieve economies of scale. Standardization of products. Invest in cost saving technology. Resistance to differentiation till becomes essential. Any doubts in that particular question? Let us finish advantages and disadvantages, then we will read all this, whatever we have discussed. Advantages of CLS. What is advantages of CLS? 5 points. First point. But before we do this, do you remember Michael Porter's 5 forces model for competition analysis? Yes. What was the first point? Threat of new entrant. Bargaining power of buyers. Suppliers. Rivalry amongst competitors. Okay. If you remember that, this answer will be very easy. Number 1. New entrants. Now, how can this be an advantage for cost leader? You are always worried about a new competitor coming in your business and spoiling your market share, taking away your profitability. You are always worried. But if you are the cost leader, means your cost is the least, your cost is the lowest. Can the cost leader come and challenge you as regards to cost? So that example, you were making 1 lakh units, I was making 1000 units. I tried competing with you. What happened? I went out of the market. Why? Because you were able to sell at a price below my cost. You remember this? So new entrant will not be a challenge for the cost leader because it is difficult to come up with a cost that you possess, right? Number 2, buyers. Bargaining power of buyers. Will the buyers bargain for reduction in prices? We are already selling at lowest possible price. No other competitor is selling at such a low price. Even if a customer comes and bargains, what we will say, go buy from somewhere else. He will roam around and come back. Yes, this happens. Yes. Third point requires a lot of explanation because the cost is involved here, suppliers. You understand, I'm taking this from Michael Porter's 5 forces model. Now suppliers, let's try to understand this. This is cost leader and this is me, Mr. X. Cost leader is you. Cost leader is an organization whose cost is the lowest. Let's say the selling price for both the company is 100 rupees. The selling price of this pen is 100. The cost is 30 rupees. The cost is 65 rupees. What is the profit? 70 and 35. Just an example to explain you this supplier cost. Suppliers will influence the cost of the product. So when the supplier tells me that I will increase the price, okay. When the supplier tells the cost leader I will increase the price, okay, what can we do? So the cost leader will also face increase in cost. I will also undergo increase in cost. You all understood? Because supplier will increase the cost for both. So what happens? Because of increase in cost by the supplier, suppose the selling price is the same. The cost increases to 45 for you and here it is 90 for me. How come it is 90 for me? Because the overall cost increased. For you it increased only by 15 rupees. For me it increased by 25 rupees. What is the revised profit? Now you tell me. I think this is you, cost leader. This is me, Mr. X. I think I do manufacturing. I work for 18 hours a day. I convince my distributor. I go to retailer. I do marketing. And at the end of the day, I get 10 rupees. Is it worth doing this? I don't like this. So what I do, I increase my selling price. So now you tell me who is able to absorb the better increase in price better. Cost leader is able to absorb the price better. Why? Before he increases the selling price, the competitors will be forced to increase the selling price. You all understood? Who is able to bear? Absorb means bear. Who is able to bear the increase in price better? Cost leader. Why? Because their cost was low. Even if 5, 10, 15 rupees increases, it will not damage the profitability so much as it will damage the profitability of other companies. So who is able to bear this better? Cost leader. You all understood? That is why it is advantageous for you. Any doubts here? No? Okay. Rivals. Do you think any rival would enter into price war with cost leader? Cost leader is an entity who is already selling the product at the lowest price because they have the lowest cost. Other companies, will they indulge to price war? Even if they indulge, will they be able to sell at a lower price than cost leader? No. Who is a cost leader? Who has lowest cost? Naturally, that is why lowest price. So if I try to challenge you in terms of selling price, will I be able to achieve success here? No, because I cannot match your success. So rivals will never indulge into price war with cost leader. They will stay away from cost leader because they know this is a fight which we can never win. So if we cannot win, we will stay away. You all understood this? Any doubts? Student has no doubts when they have understood everything or they have not understood. So what should I assume? Understood. Second last bench you understood. Great. Just asking, just a polite inquiry. Don't worry. Substitute. I should be the one who should be worried. Substitute. Tell me, substitute. If there is a threat of substitute, what will the cost leader do? He will lower the selling price or will invest in substitute. He will also start making substitute products. In that way, customer will stay with us. Okay, you want substitute, don't buy other companies. I am giving you this alternative. You buy from me. At least my customer will stay with me. This is your advantages. How many advantages? First, new entrant, buyers, disadvantages. We have 4 disadvantages. We have 4 disadvantages. Important but easy. Michael Porter has written a book. Michael Porter has written a book talking about this. So it is not a secret that he has come and told you in your ears that this is the strategy you should follow. It is known to everyone who is doing business. So if you are doing standardized business, they are doing standardized business, everybody doing standardized product manufacturing, if both are into standardized products, you also make standardized product, you are also making standardized product, everybody knows that if I make standardized product in broad market, we need to sell at lower price. So can I say this strategy can be copied by other competitors? So there is one risk here, that is the risk of copy. Other competitors may try to imitate this strategy of yours. Every organization knows that in order to attract the customer, I'll have to reduce the selling price. In order to reduce the selling price, I need to reduce the cost. So it is not a secret which Michael Porter told you only. He wrote a book for this. Number 2. You can take advantage of this strategy only when you sell in large volume. What do you mean by this? You will be able to enjoy the benefits of this strategy when you are able to sell in large volume. Maruti is able to do this. Why? Because they have demand for their product. Imagine there is no demand for the product. What's the point of manufacturing in bulk? Nobody would buy it. You will waste your money. So you can enjoy this strategy only when you are able to achieve high sales volume. That is the word written there. When you are able to achieve high sales volume. Third point, I will not write, I will verbally say. First, 4th point. Technology change is a threat for cost leader. Technology change is a threat for cost leader. So if there is change in technology, it can create problems. Look at this situation. Maruti making petrol car, diesel car, CNG car. They are very happy with the scenario. Then in 2020, Tata Motors started selling electric car in the month of November. Petrol prices in all major cities more than 100 rupees. Competitors making electric car, customers wanting electric car, and government encouraging the use of electric car. All this has resulted into what? An environment where everyone wants electric car. So Maruti is thinking, even I need to make electric car. So whatever infrastructure we build for petrol, diesel, CNG car, we will have to build one more infrastructure for electric car. Don't you think so? This will involve cost. And if it involves cost, our cost will increase. So technological change is a threat for cost leader. You understood how it is a threat for cost leader? Because it will increase their cost. Now third one, first I will explain to you, see if you can understand, then we will write. In cost leadership, what is the objective? To reduce the cost. So there is aggressive attempt to reduce the cost in all areas. But I am telling you, 3 areas where you should never reduce your cost, or even if you reduce, you should never stop that particular expenditure. Which are those 3 areas? Marketing, market research, and research and development. These 3 expenditure you can limit, you can reduce, but you should never stop. If you stop, you will be able to save your cost today. In the short term, you will be able to save cost, but business will be in danger. Imagine you don't do market research, you don't know what customers want, you don't know what sort of technology is changing, you don't know the government policy. All this comes to know through market research. Second, based on market research, you will do research and development, develop new products or improve your old products. And once it is done, you will do marketing, that is creating awareness. All this was not done by Nokia. They stopped marketing. They stopped doing market research. They stopped doing R&D. What happened? They had to shut their business. So you should never let this happen. You reduce this, but when the time comes, you increase the budget also. Don't stop. Why I am emphasizing on this? I see many managers here of future who will be responsible for allocation of resource. Finance team sits in every meeting. You know why? Because they are the ones who will be approving or disapproving the budgets. So you will sit in marketing budget, you will sit in R&D budget, you will sit in other budgets meeting. That time you need to think rationally. You will allocate funds, but you will always ask why. What is the reason? Because until and unless you support the other departments, how will they generate revenue? So you should always reason them. You should always ask them, but you should always support them if the reason is genuine. Moral of the story is 3 expenditure you can limit, you can reduce, but you should not stop. If you stop, it will help you in the short term, but it will be very dangerous in the which through expenditure? Market research, research and development, and R&D. It is logical. First we will do market research, and then we will go for R&D based on our market research, and then we will create awareness on the basis of R&D and product. You all understood this? This was cost leadership. I will not write this third point here. You all understood? Okay, let's see how much you have understood. I'm on page 146. According to Potter, strategy allows organization to gain competitive advantage from three bases: cost leadership, differentiation, and focus. These are called as base strategy. What do you mean by base strategy? Why they called it as base strategy? These strategies have been termed generic because they can be pursued by any type or size of business and even by not for profit. Important word: any type or size and even not for profit. That is why generic. This is the diagram. I will not talk about this more. It is already drawn in your book and you have understood this. What is cost leadership? Please highlight this. Do write here SP plus BM plus PSC. What is SP? Standardized product. What is BM? Broad market. What is PSC? Price sensitive customer. Differentiate. What is UP plus BM plus PIC? Very good. It is unique product, broad market, price insensitive. Highlight this, please. Unique and price insensitive. Focus will be narrow market, small group, specific. We are doing cost leadership now. See, those points are repeated again, guys. So quickly go through this: standardized product, price sensitive, broad market. Only underline limited things during revision. Those points should be your punching words. Recollection. Aggressive attempt of cost reduction in the areas of, now you don't do this, you underline this: purchase of raw material, procurement means purchase, production, distribution, and economies in overheads. You will try to reduce your cost. I gave you that example of 100 rupees, 100 rupees, you are reducing your price. Look at this. Because of the lower cost, the cost leader is able to charge lower price and still make satisfactory profits. You remember vertical integration, horizontal, forward, backward, and horizontal. Why we go for these kind of integration? To save our cost. A primary reason for forward, backward, and horizontal integration is again cost leadership. Because if we buy raw material from outside, it will be expensive. We will make our own raw material and use it in our own factory. If we hire a distributor, we will have to pay more money. We will distribute our own products. The margin will be saved. This is the question, guys. 3.1, very important part. I expect one question from these 9 questions in your exam. Which 9 questions you understood, right? So be careful, you study this well. How to achieve cost leadership. Forecast the demand for the product, optimum. I'll be a little fast here. Achieving economies of scale, standardization of product, invest in cost saving technology, resistance to differentiation. You all understood? What are the advantages? Entrants, it creates barrier for new entrants. Buyers, they will not be able to exploit the cost leader. Supplier, read this. They are able to absorb greater price increase. Rivalry. Substitute, lower the cost or invest to develop substitutes. Disadvantages. Imitate. You can be successful only when you achieve higher sales volume. Technological change is a threat. Look at the third point. Cost leaders tend to keep their costs low by minimizing the advertising, market research, and R&D. But this approach can prove to be expensive in the presently. You will be able to save costs, but in future your business will not be able to survive. You'll understand. Now let's talk about differentiation. What is differentiation? Very good. Selling unique products in broad market to price insensitive customers. Here the focus is on giving, the objective here is to give customers unique products. Unique in terms of performance, features, durability, design, quality, and because of this unique features, we can charge premium prices and customers will pay those extra premium prices. You all understood? Unique, price insensitive, broad market. Unique product. The uniqueness can be associated with the design, image, features, technology, dealer network, customer service. And because of differentiation, we can charge a premium. We can charge a premium. On what basis you can create differentiation? POP, product, organization, and pricing. All these three are the basis of differentiation, guys. The product will be unique, the price will be set very high, and the organization that carries out differentiation will carry out differentiation in all their products. For example, if you take Mercedes, if you take Rolex watches, they make the product that they make is unique. Be it any watch that they make, it will be unique. Take example of Apple. Any product that they make will be unique. Sony, be it cameras, be it PlayStation, be it laptops, be it TV, whatever they make will be unique. Organization itself is unique. So it will be product, pricing, or organization. Again, those three answers, guys. How to achieve advantages, disadvantages. Let's talk about how to achieve. You want me to write or mark? First point. The customer who is willing to pay extra knows what they want. So give them what they want. Match their tastes and preferences. Give them satisfaction also. So what is the first point? If you want to achieve differentiation, offer utility. Utility means sense of satisfaction. Offer utility and try to match. What you will try to match? The tastes and preferences of whom? Of the customer. You understood the first point? If you want to achieve differentiation, first think, what does the customer want? Oh, They want to protect their data. They want to protect their systems from viruses. They want to protect them from hacking. Okay, I will not let any other system interact with this system. Only iOS will interact with our system. No other outsiders are allowed to interact. It will be protected from viruses. It will be protected from hacking. It will be protected from any corporate espionage, that is stealing of data. Nothing will happen. Our data will be protected. Is it matching my requirements? Yes. Am I happy with this? Yes. This is Apple. Offer utility and try to match the taste and preferences of customer. Number 2, elevate the performance of the product. If you don't like the word elevate, improve. There may be some problems, there may be some bug in your system, in your product. Try to remove this through updates. Software update happens every time. Why? Because when they realize that there was some error, they will update the software to cure it, to make it sure that whatever problems we had, we have removed the problems. That is, we are improving our performance. Elevate the performance of the product. Second point. Third point, offer high quality products and services. What do you mean by offer high quality products and services? The customer is paying more. If they are paying more, give them good quality product and good services. All premium cars, they get good road assistance. What do you mean by road assistance? During COVID, my brother-in-law got married and he wanted to get married at a hill station. So he got married at hill station. So we all had to go on a hill. So what happened? My father's car broke down and he has a Maruti car. So we call that towing fellow. You know that, right? They come and tow the car. We called him. Where are you? We will come in half an hour. Okay, we waited for 1 hour, we waited for 2 hours. I suggested to my father, and my father and I have a very unique relation. Whatever I suggest, he thinks I am wrong. Whatever I say, he doesn't know anything. He's still my kid. I know more than him. What I suggested, Papa, I stay here. You go with Mummy. I'll wait here till the towing van comes. No, you go with your wife. I will stay. I said, okay. Because my wife's brother is getting married. So my wife is more important. That's what my father said. My wife said, we all 4 should go. Why should we wait? When I was saying he did not listen. But when my wife says, yes, she's right. She's smarter than you. That's why I married her. My father wants to just showcase this to everyone that I don't have brains. So we all 4 went. Me, my wife, my father, my mother, we all went. And thank God we went. Because after 8 hours also we called that towing van. In half an hour I will reach. We are returning and we see our car there. Oh, he's still there. He's still reaching. Maybe he's coming walking. But if you see all premium cars, premium car means Mercedes, BMW, all such cars. If you call them and you tell them that my car broke down, if they say 45 minutes, they'll be there before 45 minutes. You all understood what I meant? Such kind of services they give to its customer. Naturally, they are paying 10 times more price than my father's car, but still, that is the service that they give. They offer good quality products and service. This is the third point. What was the first point? Offer utility to customer and try to match their taste and preference. Everything is here. I have taught this so many times, and even as a student, I studied the same thing. So it is there. Number 2, elevate, improve. Improve the performance of product. Number 3, offer high quality products or service. 4, Rapid product innovation. If you see every 3 months, every 6 months, every 1 year, they come up with a new mobile phone. Apple comes up with a new model every year. This is the new feature, this is the new model, this is the new feature, this is the new model. Buy. And people buy. Status symbol. I need to match the status. So we buy. You all understood the fourth point? Fifth point. Enhance the image of your products. Enhance the brand image. The best example is Royal Enfield never advertises their product on television. Rather, they sponsor bike events and bike rallies. Have you seen this? Even if you see all our army jawan, they have Royal Enfield. So if they are owning Royal Enfield, it is a matter of pride. Let's say you want to go to Leh Ladakh. Will you go on Honda Activa or Jupiter? No. Would you want to take your Royal Enfield? And with that noise, duk, 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 duk. You don't want noise cancellation. You want noise. You all understood what I said? So enhance the brand image. Enhance the brand image. Sixth point, very important point. Fix the price of the product on the basis of two factors. Two factors. First, the utility that you are trying to give, the features that you are trying to give, and buying capacity of the customer. How much more should I charge? How less is not the question here. How much more should I charge? Because if he feels, oh, it is too less, I will not buy. It is not matching my status symbol now. How much more should I charge? So I will fix the price of the product on the basis of the unique feature and the buying capacity of the customer. Look at this. To achieve differentiation, following measures could be adopted. Number one, offer utility and match the tastes and preferences. If you are not comfortable with the word elevate, you may surely rise, improve, right? Improve the performance of the product. Offer high quality products or services. Rapid product innovation. Take steps to enhance the image. Fix the price based on unique feature and buying capacity. Advantages is the same. Advantage is the same. You tell me, if you are selling differentiated products, will the new entrant be able to give such differentiating features in their products? It is not easy to give it differentiating features, and initially I don't have money to do such research and development and innovation. So a new entrant will not be a threat for you. Buyer, do you think buyers will go to Apple showroom and ask for, give me little discount? In Mercedes showroom, when you go and you ask for car cover and accessories complimentary? No. In Maruti showroom, you go and ask, they give you also. But in Mercedes showroom, you will not do this. You understood what I say, right? So buyers will not bargain. Buyers will not bargain. Suppliers. If the suppliers increase the cost, our customer is any which way is insensitive. We will recover this from our customer. We will tell the customer the price is subject to change. You are booking the product now. In 3 months' time, if the price increases, we will recover. He says, okay, money is in abundance, no problem. The only problem is where to spend is the problem. That kind of a problem everybody wants, right? I have a lot of money, but I don't know where to spend. You all understood the first 3 points. Number 4, rivals. Rivals. Customers have brand loyalty. You see, once you buy Mercedes and once you sit in Mercedes, you will like no other car. If you want to buy car again, you will again buy Mercedes. So rivals are actually not a threat for you. There is a sense of brand loyalty. Even Apple users, even Royal Enfield. Once you have started riding Royal Enfield, no other bike will give you the sense of joy that particular bike gives. If you have sat on this, you might understand what I am saying. Well understood, it has a very good brand loyalty. And last, substitute. There is customer loyalty, there is brand loyalty, so there is no chance of customers going for substitute. Do you think Apple has any substitute? Yes, Huawei is coming up with its Harmony. Do you think Apple users will switch to Huawei? It is like going from American company to Chinese company, because Huawei is Chinese company. It is a fact, it is a Chinese company. You all understood what I said? Okay. Entrant, buyer, supplier, rivalry, substitute. How many points? 5 points. If I'm not writing, it is getting over very quickly. I like this. Now let's talk about disadvantages. We have 3 disadvantages. How many disadvantages? 3. The first disadvantage. You talk about uniqueness, but this uniqueness is difficult to sustain. Sustain means maintain. You claim that you have your own operating system, and you have been claiming this for past 15 years. Now Huawei has now started making their own operating system. So that unique operating system which you are so proud of is now being developed by other company, and imagine it is successful, and people who can't afford Apple but can surely pay 50,000, 60,000 rupees will not buy Apple because they can't afford it, but they will surely prefer one unique operating system which is Harmony. So can I say they can create one wonders in the market? Who? Huawei. I don't know if you will buy or not. I will not buy, but I am very happy with my current phone. So you tell me, this uniqueness, is this difficult to sustain? This uniqueness is difficult to sustain. Yes. You all understood what do you mean by this? You cannot say that this will be with me forever. Someday or the other, competitor will try to find out a way out of this. So uniqueness is difficult to sustain. Number 2, easy point. Charging too high price for your product will shift the customer from your product to competitor's product. Many iPhone users have now shifted. Why? Because now they have started charging for charger also. Yes, they are charging for charger. Earlier, AirPod. Okay, we understood. But for charger also. Okay. For us, charger is complimentary we get. Now they are charging for this. So many have shifted from Apple to Samsung or OnePlus because they know now they are fooling us. So sometimes charging too high prices will force the customers to switch from your product to your customer's product. Third one is very interesting. The differentiating features which you are referring to should be felt by the customer. As a business owner, whatever I do, I feel it is unique. But it should be in the eyes of the customer that it is unique. I'll give you the best example here. It is written in our book also. Domino's came up with this 30 minutes or free kind of concept. You remember? We will deliver the pizza in 30 minutes or else it will be free. Because of this, you know what happened? Lot of rash riding. Rash riding, you understand, right? They are jumping the signal, they are riding on the footpath, they are entering the wrong way, and at the end of the day, they deliver the pizza within 30 minutes. I open the pizza, I see only the base. All the topping is there on top of the box. What's the point of eating such pizza? It is like paying for the base. So I used to call them and I used to tell them, I will pay the full money. I don't want free pizza. Just deliver the pizza with toppings. Even if it takes 45 minutes, I will pay you the full money with tip. But don't do this to me. You will come in 25 minutes, I open the pizza and all the topping is stuck up there on top. We have only pizza base to eat. And when we complain, they say, no, sir, it is there. You just want free pizza. That is why you are doing all this. And that time we did not have access to smartphone to tell them, click the photo and show them that this is not the case. And they never believed us. So do you think such kind of differentiating features you like eating only pizza base? No. So it should be valued by the customer. Differentiating features should be such that it should be valued by the customer. Otherwise, what's the point of having unique features? Well, understand. Even Parle says my Parle G is unique. Do you think it is unique? No, but it is the best biscuit. Yes, I still eat it. Yes, very filling. You eat it with water, very nice. Uniqueness is difficult to sustain. Charging too high price may cause the customer to switch. Differentiation fails to work if the basis is something that is not valued by customer. This is the same example, guys, which we wrote. Pizza delivery. It's just that we did not write the company's name there. Well understood this. Now time for you to test. What is cost leadership? I did not finish this in one sentence. I took 30 minutes to explain what is cost leadership, and you are finishing this in 3 seconds. What is cost leadership? When you sell standardized product in broad market, selling to price sensitive customer, there is an aggressive attempt of reduction in cost. How? In the areas of procurement, distribution, storage, manufacturing, production, and economies of overhead cost. That is why organizations undertake vertical and horizontal integrated diversification. If you are a cost leader, even if you sell at lower price, you will be able to earn satisfactory profits. Then we studied those 3 questions. How to achieve advantages, disadvantages. Can you tell me the disadvantages? This can be imitated easily. Number 2, you can take benefit of this when you sell in large volumes. You don't remember this. 3 expenditure you cannot avoid. Market research, research and development, and at what? Marketing. If you compromise on these expenses today, it will be harmful for you in the long term. Technological advancement is a threat for cost leader. What is the advantage? 5 advantages. Entrant, buyer, supplier, rival, substitute. How to achieve? Forecast the demand for product. If you can't recollect this now, 30 minutes ago we studied. I told you, you have 4 months to forget. Remember this statement and start revising. Today we will finish this and we will start with chapter 6. Ask yourself this question: how many chapters have we finished studying by ourselves? And you should study regularly. CA Inter is a stage wherein consistent regular study is required. If you feel like CA Foundation, we can study for 2 months and pass, or some college exam we can study for 2 months and pass, you'll have a very bad experience in exam. My job is to tell you, your job is to ignore me. So we will continue. How to achieve cost leadership? Forecast the demand, optimum utilization, achieve economies of scale, invest in cost saving technology, resistance to differentiation till it becomes, what is differentiation? Unique product, broad market, price insensitive customer. The aim here is to give unique features to customer. That uniqueness can be in the form of features, design, durability, brand image, after sales service. Because of this unique feature, you can charge higher price to your customer. How to achieve differentiation? 6 points. Offer utility to customer and try to match the taste and preference. Elevate the performance of product. Offer high quality products and services. Rapid product innovation. Taking steps to enhance the brand image of the organization. Fixing the price of the product on the basis of unique features and buying capacity of the customer. What are the advantages? Those same 5 points. Very good. Let's talk about disadvantages. How many disadvantages? 3. Uniqueness is difficult to. Charging high price will force the customer to shift. Third, if it is not valued by the. Now let's talk about focus. There is one law which the government has passed, and every state government thereafter has passed that law. Are you aware of this law? RERA law. Who said this? Absolutely right. Very good. Under construction properties in every state has to register themselves under one law. Real Estate Regulation Authority Act. It is a state-based law. And you know, one of the signatories to this, for completing all the formalities, right from registration to all the formalities, 3 signatures are required. One signature is of practicing chartered accountants. Why I am telling you all this? Because once you become a chartered accountant, you'll have 3 options. First, to join industry and work as employee or officer of an organization, slowly climbing up the corporate ladder and becoming the CFO one day. That is first option. Second option, if you have family business or you intend to start your own business, a chartered accountant can be a very good businessman because he knows accounts, tax, law, and of course business. Business is there all around us. The best understanding a chartered accountant has. They know about the cost and they know a little about marketing in chapter 6. So you can do a good business. Or if you have family business, you can grow that business. That is the second avenue. Third is enter into practice. If you plan on entering on practice, this is the best avenue. You know why? Big Fours, you know Big Fours. PwC, KPMG, Deloitte, EY, they are not currently practicing in this domain. Which domain? RERA law practice. 2 reasons. Number 1, it is a state-based law. So if it is a state-based law, we need to create infrastructure for every state. For Tamil Nadu, we will have Tamil Nadu RERA. For Maharashtra, we will have Maharashtra RERA. For Karnataka, we will have Karnataka RERA. So they cannot go on opening different departments at every state. That is the first problem for them. And the second, only builders are following this, have to follow this law. So how many builders any which ways will go to Big Fours to get their books of accounts audited? Very few. Only listed companies will go, like DLF, Lodha and others will go to Big Fours. Otherwise, there are lot of local builders who need certification. They will not go to Big Fours because they cannot afford Big Fours. So they will come to whom? They will come to us. And if you create that particular niche means area of specialization, you will have an advantage. You know why? First of all, Big Fours are not pursuing this. So there is no competition from them. Number two, a friend of builder is a builder. You understood what I said? Here you are sitting. You all are friends. So a chartered accountant will have a chartered accountant friend. An architect will have an architect. A doctor will have a doctor friend. A builder will have a, you know why they will have a builder friend? Because they will be networking, right? They meet in builders association meeting. They meet in some seminar. They meet. Oh, who did your RERA compliance? Oh, can you introduce me to that chartered accountant? Even I want to get the work done. Is he good? Is she good? Yes. And then you will get your client. So if you are into, or if you are planning to get into practice, this can be one domain where there is less competition because there is less awareness. How will you know about this subject, about this law? In CA final, you will study this. And more importantly, there are many other avenues which you can look for after you become chartered accountant. If you want to start your practice, international taxation also is one such thing. Transfer pricing, again you will study this in CA final. And don't worry, institute has taken measures, has taken steps that a chartered accountant will always have lots of work. In fact, they will have to say, no, we cannot do, this is too much now. You will reach a stage where you will say no to work. Why? Because there will be excessive work and you will not be able to do it. And you will say, instead of spoiling my reputation, I will do selective work. So why I told you all this? Because if you specialize on one particular activity, you are targeting only one group of customer. Who is that? Builders. And that too in your locality, in your city. You know, you are following which strategy? Focus strategy. Which strategy? Focus. Because you are only selecting a group of customers. You are not selling your services to everyone. I will do audit also. I will do taxation also. I will do this also. I will do that. No, you are doing only one service, and that too one particular class of customer. Who is that customer? Builders. But there is one negative point here. In fact, two negative points, three negative points. One, what if government abolishes this law? You understood? This is a law which is framed by the parliament, by the government. What if they abolish? Don't worry, chartered accountant will never face any problem because in 3 months time you will change your practice. This has happened, you know, when I was a student. You all know I am a chartered accountant. If you don't know, I am telling you now, yes, I am a chartered accountant. So when I was a student, I studied something called as wealth tax. Ask your parents, they might be knowing this. Wealth tax. Rich people pay tax. We studied this. Government abolished this. Then we studied something called as fringe benefit tax. Government abolished this. So those chartered accountants who are purely practicing into this, did they die out of starvation because they had no work? No, they did something else. Similarly, lot of chartered accountants were earlier practicing VAT. That was state-based. It was replaced by, and who knows tax laws better than us? No one. We know it the best. Well understood? So this is focus. Start thinking from that perspective today. Whatever you do, you will do best, I know. But you should know whether you want to enter into practice. On that basis, you will decide the chartered accountancy form. If you want to go and work only in corporate, you should join Big Fours. Why? Because they will give that exposure, that connections. And I see many of my friends are also chartered accountants. They joined Big Fours because they wanted to work in corporate. As soon as they passed their exams, those companies whom they were working as an auditor absorbed them. Well, understood what I said? But if you want to start your own practice, work in a mid-sized firm, because they can teach you the best how to run a CA firm. The only thing that they don't teach is client negotiation. And nobody can teach you that. You understood what is client negotiation, right? How much to charge and how to get money out of our clients. Nobody can teach you that. That is your own skill. How many of you all are direct entry students? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You all are working in mid-sized organizations. Start. You have better prospects if you plan to work in practice. But if you still want to work in corporates, you can join. But the only problem is you will have less connections. But it's okay. Once you pass, you will get foot in the door. No problems. You understood? Unnecessary knowledge, 5 minutes gone. No, I spoke about focus strategy here. What is focus strategy? When you try to sell your product in a narrow market, you won't believe I have covered 2 disadvantages here. Advantage you want to know first, you can charge more price. You can charge more. You tell me you are a specialist. You go to eye specialist and you go to a family doctor. Who charges more? Why? He is an expert. He will not give you gems. My family doctor gives me gems. You understand what is gems? Colorful medicines. And he will tell you, take these 6 medicines 6 times in 2 days, you will be fine. For every patient, he is doing the same thing. And then I realize he is giving one paracetamol, he is giving one painkiller, similar kind of medicine. And that to numbers. You know, compounder we have, they pack and give. Numbers are written on the boxes. You all don't know this. No problems. You understood what I said? Specialists will always charge more. So if you specialize in one particular activity, you will be paid more. Second advantage you want to know about focus. If tomorrow Big Fours plans on entering into this RERA practice, do you think they'll be able to take away your clients? No. Why? The client has no reason to leave you until and unless you have committed some grave mistake. If you have committed some mistake, he will leave you. But chartered accountants generally are very careful. They will not do this. So even if Big Four comes and starts doing RERA practice, a builder who has been with you for 4 years, 5 years, he has no reason to leave you and go to Big Fours. He will stay with you. Second reason, let's say your friend looking at your success, he quit his job and now wants to enter into practice. A few of my friends are contemplating this. So do you think the builders will go to that new chartered accountant who has just started practice, leaving you? No. Why? Because you have expertise. Why? Because you have expertise. So I have covered advantages. What are the 2 advantages? Premium prices can be charged. Number 2, due to the tremendous expertise that you have developed, a new entrant or the existing competitors may not be able to match your capabilities. They will not be able to take away your customers. You all understood these 2 points? One disadvantage I covered. What if in the long run, the expertise that you have created diminishes? Diminishes means abolished. Or Big Fours start this business and they are offering these services at a very reasonable price. What will happen? This is a disadvantage. You all understood this? Focus is divided into 2 parts. Can you tell me which are those 2 parts? Focus, cost, leadership, and focus, differentiation. Focus, cost, leadership means what? Focus cost leadership means what? Narrow market, standardized product. What is focus differentiation? Narrow market, unique product. Okay. Let's read this. Focus strategy. It means producing products and services that fulfill the needs of small group of consumers. Small group of consumers. A successful focus strategy depends on an industry segment that is of sufficient size. You can think of local burger vendor, local pizza vendor. They have no branches, but they are able to run a successful business in that small locality also. Why? Because they are focused on selling only to few customers. Only in our locality I am planning to sell. No third place, only this place. A successful focus strategy depends on industry segment that is of sufficient size and has potential, and it is not crucial for the success of other competitors. So McDonald's has no outlet. My burger will be sold here because I know there is no McDonald's outlet here. An organization using focus strategy may focus on a particular group of customers, that is builders, geography market that is in your locality, or a particular product line segment. Only one product I am selling, nothing else. Only this pen. I don't sell any pen, and that too in this area. In order to serve a well-defined but narrow market. This is important, narrow market. What is focus cost leadership? Can you please tell me what is focus cost leadership? Standardized product. What is focus differentiation? Narrow market. Narrow market. Okay. Yes. So how to achieve focus strategy? 4 points. How many points? 4. Now here students make mistake. It is written focus strategy, means we will talk about both cost leader also, focused cost leader also, and focus differentiation also. Okay, so don't get confused when I use both the examples of a chartered accountant and a local burger vendor. I will use both the examples because our agenda here is to understand how to achieve focus. I'm not talking about differentiation, focus differentiation or focus cost leadership. We are talking about only third strategy. What is third strategy? Focus. So to achieve focus strategy, 4 points you need to be careful about. Very simple and logical. First of all, create your specialization. Create area of specialization. So if you enter into CA practice, think which area I should specialize in. That is your niche. That is your niche, area of expertise. That is your area of expertise. First point, select a niche. Select a specific niche. You choose one niche, area of specialization. Once you do this, try to become an expert in this. Now you tell me you decided you want to be a RERA expert. Don't you think so? You'll have to know everything about RERA law. Because if a client comes to you, they will not give you the work directly. They will ask you a few questions. And if you are able to answer satisfactorily, then only they will give you work. Just like an interview. They will also interview you directly or indirectly. They will ask you questions. You understood this? Number 2, creating superior skills for this expert area that you have selected. Number 3, very important for us to understand point number 3. Once you have selected the area of expertise that you want to specialize in, number 2, you created superior skills. Now you will try to become efficient in that particular area of work. What do you mean by becoming expert and generating efficiency. Let's say I sell burger. You call me and you ask me, how much time will it take for you to deliver the burger? I say 2 hours. What you will tell me, in 2 hours time, I will go to the nearest McDonald's, sit there, eat there and come again. Still it will be less than 2 hours. And you are taking 2 hours to deliver burger which is close to my home. We don't want this. Do you think customers will buy from me if I say this? So what I need to be? I need to be efficient. I need to be efficient. So I need to generate high efficiency for such niche market. You have limited customers. If you have limited customers, you will have to be efficient. So what you need to do, you need to come up with innovative ways to get the work done. If I can talk about chartered accountants, GST, again GST we need to file 2 returns. One, that sales return, GSTR1 I guess, right, by 10th of every month for the preceding month. And then GSTR3B, 20th, right, 20th or 21st of each month for the previous month. Now you say you have 20 clients. Is it possible for you to go to 20 clients? No. So what you should do, you should have online access to their systems. So that if you are sitting at home, you can have access to those systems of 20 organization and get your work done at your place. Instead of you traveling to all the businesses, the work is done remotely at your office. Don't you think so? That is a very good way to get the work done without any problems. Imagine, otherwise clients are actually won't give you the data before the due date. Oh, you have time. Why are you in a hurry? We will give you the data later. You are not the only client. I have so many clients to cater to, but they don't understand. They will give you the data on the last day and you will sit 10 o'clock in the evening doing the work. Why? Because you got the data at 7 o'clock in the evening. Is this a good way to function? No. Develop innovative ways. That innovative way is what? Have a software wherein you have remote access to clients' data. And majority of the chartered accountants are doing this. Are you doing this? Anybody is into GST practice? Yes. Developing innovative ways in managing the value chain. What are the 4 points? First, select the area of expertise. Then create superior skills. Generate high efficiency to serve this niche market. And then develop innovative ways. See the advantages covered. Premium prices can be charged. And then due to the tremendous expertise, rivals and new entrants may find it difficult to compete. Nobody will be a challenge for you, even the rivals or the new entrants, because you have a good customer base. By the way, one student was asking about the product and the nature of business. Before the break, I gave you that example. I cannot tell you this because we are still under that term of 15 years. This will get over by 2030. So I cannot disclose the product, the nature of product. I cannot give you idea about that product as to what kind of product was it. Otherwise, it will create problems for me or my friend, client. Okay. Maybe after 2030, I will publish a book about this. Disadvantages of focus strategy. But then royalty will be taken away by my friend. He's settled in Canada now. The firms lacking in distinctive competencies may not be able to pursue focus strategy. He went to US, then he came to India, worked for a few years, and now he went back to. That happened during COVID event. The firms lacking in I did not explain you the disadvantages, but I told you one disadvantage. Last one. In the long run, the niche could disappear or maybe taken over by. You understood this? The first one I will explain. It's simple. You claim to be an expert. I know everything about RERA. And when a person talks, you can make out from the way he talks that he or she knows it or not. You can make out. If I don't know about the subject, no, I will not talk about the subject. I will go round in circles, but I will never talk about the central theme of the point. This happens. If you know a particular point, you will be very confident. So let's say you meet a builder and you claim to be RERA expert. Builder knows a few things, right? He knows about his business. He might be knowing about RERA also, but he still will ask you questions. Okay, what is the eligibility criteria? What is the duration? What is the process? He knows this, but still he will ask. Why? To check whether you know this or not. If you are able to answer this, he will give you the work. But if he feels you are not confident or you don't know this, do you think you'll get the work? No. So if you pretend that you know and someone finds out that you don't know, do you think this will help you? No. This is the point. If you lack the competencies means capabilities. If you lack those capabilities, which capabilities? Expertise that you claim that you have. If you lack those expertise, you will not be able to pursue this. So if an eye specialist doesn't know about my eyes, next time I will not go to that person. Point number 2 is very logical. This happens with us, chartered accountants. Initially, we are targeting only few customers because we are concentrating on narrow market. Rent cost, employee cost, salary cost, electricity and other cost will be high. In the first year, you will have only one client and that client is paying you, let's say annually 3 lakh rupees, 25,000 rupees per month. But the rent of the property, the salary, etc., everything added together is 12 lakh rupees. So what is happening here? Cost is high. So this can be a problem in the initial years. Why? Because there is limited demand. But once you gain popularity, sky is the limit. Look at this. Due to the limited demand, costs are high, which can cause problems. You all understood this? What are the disadvantages? 3 disadvantages. The firms lacking distinctive competencies may not be able to pursue this. Due to the limited demand, the cost is very high, which can cause problems. In the long run, this niche could disappear or can be taken away by other competitors. You all understood this? This was focus. This was focus. Any doubts in this? You remember Michael Porter had 3 generic strategies. Can you tell me those 3 generic strategies? Michael Porter gave 3 generic strategies. Can you tell me those 3 generic strategies? Cost leadership, differentiation, and okay. Now the last concept for this chapter, concept number 4, and then I will give you time to read concept number 2, which is there in our book. Best cost provider. Just want to build up some curiosity. Do you know why Tata Nano failed? Do you know Tata Nano failed? Do you know why Tata Nano failed? Okay, okay. Okay. Good, good. Thank you. We will discuss this in the next chapter that will start in next 10 minutes. I will tell you why Tata Nano failed. I'll tell you the complete story, complete picture I will tell you. If you know, please enlighten me. If you don't know, you will understand this once we start with chapter 6. Best cost provider strategy. This is the last concept of chapter number 5. Please draw this with me. I will draw 4 boxes here. So if possible, draw this with me. And I will give you 2 examples. Product, market. Do you know Michael Porter's generic strategy? What kind of product? Standardized, unique, broad. What was this strategy? Cost leadership. What was this strategy? Focus, cost. FCLS means focus. What was this? Differentiation. This is focus differentiation. Okay. So what is this best cost provider strategy talking about? This is an advancement. This is an advancement of generic strategy. What was generic strategy? Cost leadership, focus, and differentiation. So this is an advancement to that. Further development to that. What is it? Further development. Further development to generic strategy, wherein it says we want to provide value for money products to customer at affordable prices. I repeat, we want to provide value for money products and services to customers at reasonable prices. You can call this at affordable prices or reasonable prices. This is what we want. So here, what is this talking about? They want unique products. They will sell unique products to customer. Unique. You understood? Unique. This particular category. At what price? At low price. At what price? Low price. So this is your best cost provider strategy. What is best cost provider strategy? Providing unique differentiated products at affordable prices at reasonable prices. I know you have doubts. I'll give you 2 examples. All your doubts will be resolved. Providing affordable products, providing good quality products at affordable price. What is it? 2 examples. Your name is Rahul. Arman. I went to Rahul's shop and asked, sir, can you give me a good pen? I want to gift a pen to my friend. He showed me this pen. He gave me this pen, he showed me, he spoke about the features also. This pen, metal body pen, refill will not dry up, it is leak proof. Okay, I said, sir, what is the price of this pen? He said 100 rupees. I said, okay, I will come. What I will do? I will roam around at other shops. I find Arman's shop. I go to Arman's shop. I ask, sir, I want to gift a pen. Can you show me a good pen? He shows me the same pen, having the same feature, metal body, ink will not dry up, same features as Rahul was giving me the same pen actually. Rahul was selling this for 100, Arman is selling this for 80 rupees. Now you are the customer. I am not the customer. You are the customer. From whom you will buy and why? You will buy from Arman's shop. Why? Because here the features are same. So if features are same, why would you Pay more. Why would you pay? So if what learning you get here? If your and your competitors' product features are same, if your features and your competitors' product features are same, sell at a lower price. You all understood what I said? If you and your competitors' product, your product and your competitors' product are identical in features, sell at a, don't be Rahul, be like Arman. Arman understood my pen and Rahul's pen's features are same. He was charging 100. If I charge 100, nobody will buy. I will charge 80. So customers will buy from Arman. You understood the first example? Second example. I went to Rahul's shop. I told him, sir, I want to gift a pen. Show me a pen which is of budget 100. I cannot pay more than 100. He said, I got a very good pen, sir. I got this pen. You want to gift this, right? So this is the pen. With this pen, you get this case. You get this case. What you can do, you can put this inside and you can gift this. Such a beautifully designed gift. I am very impressed. Sir, that's not it. With this, you'll get 6 months warranty and you will also get one complimentary refill. I guess all this for 100. He says, yes. I say, okay, Rahul sir, I will come. I will come. What I will do? I will roam around the market to see what better options I have. I go to Arman's shop. I ask Arman, sir, I want to gift a pen. Can you suggest me some pens? He gives me this pen. I ask, sir, any box available with this? Any case? No. Any refill? No. Any warranty? No. Only this pen. So now, Arman is also selling this pen for 100 rupees. Rahul is also selling this pen for 100 rupees. But Arman is only selling this pen. He is not giving me refill, warranty, case, nothing. Only this pen. But Rahul is selling me pen, this box, warranty, refill. So if you are a customer, from where will you buy and why? You will buy from Rahul's shop. Why? Price is the same. Some extra features, more features. You all understood what I just said. This is best cost provider. Best cost provider will try to give you good quality products at affordable prices. You all understood this? This is what is written, guys, here. This best cost provider is finished then. Look at this best cost provider. The new model of best cost provider is a further development of generic strategy. Do you remember generic strategy? Cost leadership, differentiation. It is directed towards giving customers more value for money. Important sentence. Giving more value for money. Both low cost and upscale differences. Upscale differences means unique features. The objective is to keep the cost and prices lower than those of other sellers. So we want to keep the price low. If you see the diagram here, we want to cover all our bases. We want to cover all our bases. Unique also, affordable also, broad, narrow, every base we want to cover. We want to sell to everyone. This is the example which I gave you guys. See if you understand this. Offering products at lower price. No, don't read like this. Read as I tell you to read. Comparable quality and features. You remember both were having same features. same metal body, same pen, everything, same features. Rahul was selling at 100 rupees, Arman was selling for 80 rupees. You chose Arman. Why? Lower price. Offering products at lower price with comparable quality and features. On the other hand, second point, 100 rupees, both are selling the pen at 100 rupees, but one is giving me something extra, more. Charging similar prices, but other one is giving me better features, higher quality. You all understood? Any doubts in this?
First example so 80 rupees and that can also start a price war. Suppose Rahul's cost is Rahul's cost is less than rupees or
The product is same, means they purchased this from the wholesale market and now they are selling in retail market. But a very good question. What he said, sir, this can result into price war. If Rahul comes to know, he will also lower the price. Here the objective is to keep the customer happy, making sure that the product is given is unique. Here there is no such objective as cost leadership or differentiation or focus. Here the objective is to keep the customer happy so that the customer comes again. But a good question. Well understood this? Any doubts up to this point? No. I give you 2 to 3 minutes. I don't know if I'll be able to be quiet for these 2 to 3 minutes, but I gave you 2 to 3 minutes to come to page number 145 and read this business level strategy. Because if I give you self-study, I know many students don't read that. So read it here. And if you have doubts, you ask. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next chapter. So with this, guys, we have completed this chapter. This was chapter number 5, a very simple chapter. Only 3 concepts you need to study. That is Michael Porter's 5 forces model for competition analysis, Michael Porter's generic strategy, and best cost provider strategy. I hope you all have understood this. Do study this. This is one of the important chapters in your exam for 5 marks. So with this, I end this session. I hope you all have understood. I will see you soon. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.